Welcome to the Brady Bunch of Autism, your source for family, parenting, and all things autism and special needs. Created by our family for your family. Live from the Ed Asner Family Center. And now your hosts, Navah and Matt Asner.
Good morning. Oh, no, not good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Hey,
Welcome.
everyone.
March 1st, Brady Bunch of Autism.
Oh, it is. The Waters of March.
The Waters of March.
Yes, one of my favorite Joe Beam songs.
Oh, that's like the Ides of March.
Yeah, but it's good. It's positive. It's not.
Yeah, it's not like the Ides of March.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that definitely wasn't positive, unless you looked at it as a positive thing.
You were going on a very strange tangent.
Well, welcome to the Brady Bunch of Autism. I'm Matt Asner.
I'm Navah Pasquitz Asner. I'm wearing my spunk shirt today, and in ode of our beloved Ed, we got really emotional the other night.
We did.
We weren't expecting that on the SAG Awards.
No.
And I wanted to honor him a little bit today.
I think I've been so pissed off at some of the, and I don't want to sound like I have sour grapes or anything, but I got so pissed off at some of the award shows, mainly the Emmys, at their treatment of him, that I've gotten used to it. And I think I said to you, but when the SAG Awards came on, I said, "Oh God,
yeah,
this is going to be very difficult."
I don't know if I can watch.
But I was really pleased. I thought it was really beautiful, and I thought they did a great job at giving him respect and showing respect to everyone. Actually,
I loved how you could hear his voice before his image came on too. That was
well, and what he said, I think, was really special. You know, I just wanted to say so long.
Yeah.
So that was good, and now we have what other award shows do we have? We have the Oscars and probably
there's another one before that. I think it's maybe the Independent Spirit Awards. I love award shows.
I don't think he'd be included in that, but I
watch them just for the fashion.
I think he'd be included in the Oscars. So
God willing.
But what are we doing? We have someone that we should really be talking about this with.
Absolutely. I mean,
our guest this entire half hour is Shannon Penrod, and I'm going to bring her Shannon in.
We have a shorter show now.
Does Shannon really need an introduction?
No,
because he is the voice of Autism Live, the personality behind Autism Live, and really just everyone's favorite person.
Stop.
Shannon Penrod. No, it's true.
Oh, stop. But I love you guys. I feel like an embarrassment of riches because I've gotten to be with you. This is the third time in 2 days. This is so exciting. And I got to see you in person last night at your the Dating Spectrum event, which I think was a resounding success. And I want to know, Matt, because when I was watching the SAG Awards and I saw that moment, I just welled up and I was like, they got it right. And then I sort of immediately texted you. I don't even think the montage was over. And I texted you and said, well, at least the SAG Awards got it right. I'm wondering, did everyone just start texting you like crazy people? I can't have been the only person.
No, you know what? I got a few emails, but not until the next day. And then some tweets, but no, I didn't get any other texts. I didn't get any other texts. I think there was I don't know. It was interesting. I wonder why. I don't know why.
Because Shannon,
I think people are private.
I guess you love me more than everyone else. So
no, I think people are private about grief, and sometimes they don't know if it's appropriate. But I have no tact whatsoever, so I just go right through that.
Yeah, but we're always.
But I mean, you know me because you know that
I was going to say we're sharing our grief a lot with Shannon. She's one of our supporters for sure.
And I'll say this: you know what that means to me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
because I discussed it with you.
Yeah.
It's silly, but it's important to me.
Yeah, it's not silly.
Well, I mean, it is silly in the grand scheme of things with everything going on in the world. I think it's a little silly, but it's important to me that he get the respect that he deserves. Yes. I think, and it's funny because I would always look at him. He would always say to me, "Oh, that person's not giving me any respect, or this person, he had probably more colorful language than I'm using right now. But I would say, oh, Dad, you just got to let it go. You got to let it go. You got to just breathe through it and let it go, and stop worrying so much about that. And he would say, it's all I have.
Wow.
It's all I have. I don't have anything else. It's all I can hang on to. So it really mattered to him. And I guess when I see that kind of treatment, when I see them, what they did on the SAG Awards, which was really beautiful, and maybe I can play that. I don't know if I can, but maybe I'll get it at some point, and I'll play it for people. But it was beautiful. It started out with him with the last speech of the 7th season, the last show of the Mary Tyler Moore Show, saying, I just wanted to say so long if I don't see you, or if I don't talk to you again. A really beautiful moment, and very poignant, and just really important moment.
Yeah.
And for SAG to do that for him, he was a two-term SAG president. Yeah. I think it was important. I think it was very important. And he would have been elated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it would have made him
and
happy.
He loved
and
Sidney
proud.
Poitier.
Yeah, and they closed it with Sidney Poitier.
Portier.
Yeah. They were the bookends.
They were the
which
bookends.
I thought was appropriate. Yeah.
It was very appropriate. But what also struck me is looking at that piece of film, that piece of video, what is it, 3 minutes long or 2 minutes long, and the amount of unbelievable legends that were in there was unbelievable. I mean, 2021 was really a sucky year. It really was. And
a lot of big ones have died in 2022.
In 2022, too. Yeah. I mean, hopefully it won't be as sucky as 2021, but it was a rough year. 2021 was a rough year.
We were trying to figure out if Cloris Leachman had been omitted, and I was pretty sure that she had died the year previous, and that she was
actually easy to figure that out. I didn't do it yet, but they actually have them on YouTube. You can look up SAG in memoriam 2021 and look up the 2021 one.
Because Matt had thought that they had forgotten about her, and I was like, I'm positive that she was in the previous years.
I'm almost positive too.
She had just passed.
Not the previous,
because remember they had Sally Kellerman, and she had really just. I mean, it was just.
It might have been a matter of weeks before. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sally Kellerman was just days before.
Huh.
So they're very. They really know how to do it, and I thought the whole show was great actually compared to.
It was very good.
What was it that we just saw?
It went fast. It clipped along really fast.
I really liked it.
Well, and I liked who won for the most part. I was pretty down with what won. I've been following this year's races, and I've been watching as much as I possibly can because we've been home and I could and so it kind of goes like this, and you wonder, and they all have which do you think is going to win, and they have their favorites and everything. And there's some things this year that I'm adamant about I don't want to see win awards, and then there are other things that I've just been over the moon and saying this better win awards. I was pretty pleased with how it went. Were you guys pleased?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I was excited to see. Oh, there's a doggy.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll try to keep it low.
Usually Panda. It's usually Panda. I actually go to Shannon. Shannon has these incredible reviews now.
Yeah.
And I actually go to your review because I was trying to see if you had reviewed Licorice Pizza. And I was like looking, I got to read the review first, but because we haven't seen that one yet. We haven't seen a lot.
Yeah, we're
slackers. You don't review scary movies, and that's like I want to see only the scary.
We watch a lot of scary movies.
You love the dark stuff, Navah.
I do. The darker, the better.
You have a darker taste than I do.
You have to see. What was the name of that one we just saw? That was so
Nightmare
good.
Alley.
You have to see that.
I saw it. I already reviewed it.
I
thought the lighting was great. I just didn't think that the movie was great. But I didn't think the movie was great.
I enjoyed it.
I thought that the lighting was beautiful. I just thought I'm somebody that I watch the movie and I go, okay, here's what's going to happen in the end, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And Jim always listens for the point where I go, okay, I know what's going to happen. And maybe 3 minutes in, I said, here's what it's going to be. And he was like, no. And of course it was exactly what I thought. It was really predictable. It was gorgeous movie, gorgeous costumes. But I thought it was really predictable, and that he had all these talented actors that
amazing.
I just didn't feel like he gave them enough room. Like I would have liked to have seen more with Toni Collette so I thought that everything was there. I didn't think it was bad. I think I still gave it an A-, but I just felt like it could have been that much better, and that it kind of fell short for me.
Had you ever seen the original?
No. No, I didn't know there was an original. Well,
yeah, I know there was. It's a film noir. I can't remember who the lead is. It might be Tyrone Power, but I can't remember.
Interesting.
I can't remember. But anyway, very different ending.
So you knew.
Well, I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah. And I was like, Shannon, I said, you about halfway through, I said, oh my gosh, he's going to become
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
There you go. That's me.
Right.
But the end of the original film is very different.
Okay.
It's much more. I actually like the ending for this one better.
Then you'll give us.
Okay. Interesting.
I can't really tell you what it is because everyone out there is going to not want to see it.
Yeah. So, although it's pretty predictable.
I recommend it. I recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
I do want to see Licorice Pizza though, and what was the other one? Coda, of course.
Well,
Coda. Coda's first. Maybe we'll watch Coda tonight.
The next two that we want to see are Coda and King Richard.
Oh, both are great. Both are great. But let me tell you, when you watch Licorice Pizza, Bradley Cooper in Licorice Pizza is everything. He is so amazing in Licorice Pizza. I could just sit and watch that for 10 hours. I just want Bradley Cooper to get a little bit older and a little bit uglier, because the man is fine, right? Can I say that? Am I too old to say that? But
it's so funny you said that.
Wait till you see him in Licorice Pizza, because he's totally fine in that too. But he's a comedic actor. They need to stop putting him in these serious things. He's a comedic actor. He is hilarious in Licorice Pizza. I thought it was phenomenal.
Did you ever see the what is that movie?
I thought I never liked him, but I really learned to like him in the
Hangover.
I liked him in the remake of Star is Born.
Oh, he was great.
I prefer the original, but I really was impressed by him.
I mean, he was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of that film, but I actually enjoyed the music of that film.
Yeah, me too.
But the Hangover, he was hilarious.
He was funny in that.
Yeah, he was hilarious in The Hangover. He's a funny actor. Watch him in Licorice Pizza and tell me that you don't have to cross your legs so you don't wee yourself. It was pretty funny. Hilarious.
All right.
Oh my God.
I will tell you if I cross my legs.
I know. So Shannon was talking about the dating spectrum last night.
Yeah.
And it was so, there were two, we didn't even know what was going on in the other room. And from what Krista said, it was an absolute, just everything she ever dreamt of. Each session has gotten bigger and better. And Tom Island was everything that we ever wanted in a teacher, and the kids were so engaged. There was so much back and forth. But as parents, I said to Matt, I felt like we were together for 20 minutes and an hour and a half had gone by, because since COVID, we're all so thirsty for each other's company. And the wonderful part about the dating spectrum is we can have this impromptu parent support group, which is so important, especially because now we're parents with older kids, and we're worrying about them going into, the next stage of their life. And, here's Tom Island, who has lived this wonderful life and is such an incredible example to our participants. And I just loved hearing the stories from last night. I felt like, for once, I'm going to put on my parent hat and not be the co-founder. And I'm so glad that we had that opportunity. And if you want to, the dating spectrum, God willing, is going to get bigger, and we're going to release some of our COVID rules, and we're going to be able to have a bigger group of kids, because we sell out. we fill that class in a week. You know, it's just crazy. So our next dating spectrum is going to start in early June. And if more information on the dating spectrum, you can always reach out to Blanca at teafc.org.
Wow. All right.
All righty.
Well, and I'm just curious because I think there are a lot of people some people out there who maybe don't know what the dating spectrum is. So why don't you take a little bit and just explain what it is?
Well, what I think that the title kind of is confusing, and I'm really thinking about rebranding the title, because it's not about dating as much as relationship course. It's about finding a relationship with yourself, finding a relationship with your coworkers, or with somebody that you're interested in romantically.
Not necessarily dating.
It's not. And a lot of parents call me and they say, "Oh, perfect. You're going to set my kid up." And I said, "I'm not going to do that, but I am going to give him the best opportunity to find the tools through these 8 weeks to be able to go out into the world and have confidence and feel like if they're in a social situation where they like somebody, they'll know how to have that conversation starter. Or if they're online and somebody asks them to send them a naked picture of themselves, they'll know that's not appropriate and that's not the thing to do." So it's really about giving our participants tools to go out into the world and really just feel like they can do anything, that they have the confidence to take that first step. Because the first step is the hardest part. That's the hardest part, right, Matt?
Yeah, you're setting them up for success.
Yes.
But I will say, you guys, I think at some point we got to find the Yenta. Where, somebody needs to start a business where they're the Yenta who actually hooks people up too. But you'll set them up for the success so that when they go on that date, that it'll work, right?
Yes.
Because I don't know. Well, you guys found yourselves through strange circumstances, and otherwise you wouldn't have found each other. But I had to have a friend hook me up with Jim because I wasn't meeting the right people. And I think in life, it's just like, it's who you know and who they know. So somebody needs to start running a dating service for autism too.
There's something you just said that is so important. Dating comes out of being social, and that is it. It's it. You can only date if you are a social person and you go out and put yourself out there. And if you don't put yourself out there,
1978, in this age, it's not that. In this age, it's about your phone.
I understand that, but eventually you're going to have to talk to someone.
Have you seen? And I won't say his name, but a good friend of mine. I mean, he has every app.
Who?
Not.
What are you talking about?
Not that kind of friend. But no, I'm just shocked because he's like always getting these ding.
Is he swiping left?
No, did you see the Tinder swindler?
I have not seen that yet. I've heard so much about it. I got to watch it.
As Joe would say, that is incredible. And I hated that he was Israeli because, I'm reading like a lot of weird anti-Semitic comments on it. And
that's not good.
But it was this Israeli guy who actually came from an Orthodox background in a very Orthodox area of Jerusalem. And he just always wanted to be, he always wanted to have money and have things. And from the time he was like a kid, he's swindling people. And he had plastic surgery. He went into the world and he just would become different people to different women. And he sometimes had dozens of women that he was playing from all over mostly Scandinavian women. And swindling them out of millions of dollars.
Wow.
And he got off. That's the best. Oh, I did it again. I did another.
Spoiler alert. We need like a little spoiler
I know.
alert.
You have to like spray me.
Can I tell you what I'm watching right now and then you'll never speak to me again? We have a mutual friend who shall remain nameless, but her initials are Jill Creeder Hart.
Yeah.
and
the Korean.
She may or may not be a little into K-dramas and may not have spoken to me about it many times. And I, for years, have been saying at some point I'm going to sit down and watch K-drama just so I can see what it is. Oh, help me. I'm lost. I am watching this one that's called Crash Landing Into You.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to be anywhere, do anything but sit and watch it. It's the most heaven divine. It's like, because I like me some Hallmark movies too, especially Hallmark Christmas movies. It's so much better than that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I called Jill up and I said, "Oh, I totally get it now. I think I'm gone."
Well, you know what? They're very quality productions.
I know.
They're hilarious.
Is that like a period piece? It's a period piece, right?
No.
It's not. Okay.
No. The whole thing is it's a girl who's in South Korea who comes from a well-to-do family that she's kind of estranged from, and she has her own business. She's very successful, but she's going to parasail. And I know this sounds terrible, but this is what happens. A tornado comes and picks up her parasail and drops her in the
DMZ.
The DMZ, thank you. And where she meets this North Korean guy who is a rule follower, but then mayhem and hilarity and romance ensue. It's the best thing ever. It's on Netflix.
Well, I'll tell you that she has suggested a few for us, but the Korean horror films are awesome.
Stop. I couldn't handle it.
What was the one where they drag you back to hell?
Oh, Navah.
You're
such a sweet girl, Navah, and you like these dark things.
Serial killers are my favorite genre. I mean, it's always for me. It's
there's a great series on Netflix called The Kingdom. I think it's called.
Yeah, that's another.
And it's a period piece. A Korean
zombie like.
It's a Korean period piece, and it has to do with zombies. But it's a great series.
I like
so
Jim.
It's not just
the paranormal.
It's not just zombies. It's great.
I'm more into the paranormal ghosts.
You would like it. You would like it a lot because the one thing the one thing in common that all these Korean dramas have is they have amazing character development.
Oh, so good.
And you watch it because you want to see the characters.
I mean, Squid Games was the most unique, amazing, crazy, upsetting, wonderful show I've seen in a long, long time.
Delightful.
And so I'm going back to the SAG Awards because that was actually a great moment when when the two leads of that won.
Yeah.
That was a very special moment for both actors. Yes. But I want to talk a little bit about Coda. Yes. And we haven't seen Coda yet, but we were so pleased to see the lead actor win.
Troy.
And the cast win. Yeah. And the cast win.
Yes. I want to say, though, the thing that's interesting about this, I love the attention that it's getting. I love that everybody's so over the moon. But I do want to remind everybody that that Troy, he won for Best Supporting Actor. The real lead of the movie is Amelia Jones, who's incredible. And the fact that Amelia... and we only peripherally know her because she also stars in the Lock and Key, which Kobe Bird is in. She's the female lead of Lock and Key.
Oh my gosh! One of the sisters,
she's the lead girl. She's the sister. She's the main girl. Yeah, that's Amelia.
One of the wow.
She's different color hair, though, right?
I'm sorry.
Wasn't her hair a different color?
Yeah, I think it's a little darker in Coda, but she's playing an entirely different character. Yeah. But this is a hearing actress who immersed herself and learned sign language so that she was able to be with three authentically, hearing impaired and deaf actors and towed the line, man. I just got to say, she did a remarkable job. And she is the person that because the film is titled Coda, it's her film. But then to be surrounded by that cast just uplifted the entire thing. And I'm so happy that the film is being acknowledged the way it is. And I'm so thrilled that these three actors were given the opportunity that everyone should have always had, right? It's just like a duh. But I don't want anybody to lose sight of the fact that in the middle of all that, Amelia gives this. She didn't get nods for over here, but she's up for a BAFTA next week for her role. Oh, wow. It's pretty amazing. And when you see what she does and understand that she had never done sign before doing this movie, I think you'll agree it's pretty phenomenal what she does in that performance too.
even when they were accepting the awards and there was, that flashed to her, she was signing. I mean, she was really, that's incredible. That's
I think she's been a gift to the deaf community, and that they certainly have been a gift to her this year, that she's embraced. So,
well, that's next on our list.
Oh, I can't wait until you watch it. And then please let me know. I think I told you the other day that my husband just watched it the other day after I have been raving about it for months, and he couldn't talk. He was so emotional. He could not talk because it's a beautiful movie.
Well, now movies featuring, deaf protagonists have kind of come into the forefront a little bit, because certainly you have Coda this year. Last year you had Sound of Metal.
Oh, I love that movie.
Which I think was the best film of the year last year.
Interesting. I don't know that I would have said that, but I think Riz Ahmed did an amazing performance.
Well, he was amazing.
He's just one of the greatest actors around right now.
But he's going to get an Oscar this year, Riz.
What is he up for this year?
So I think that he has a vision board somewhere that he was like, I'm getting an Oscar one way or the other. And first he put out last year's film. This year he is up as a producer for Flea. He produced Flea, and he is up for best live action short, which is going to win. He's going to win for that. And you got to watch that. It's available. I think it's called The Long Goodbye. And it's maybe 10 minutes long. It's life-changing. And let me tell you, he's going to win.
Well, I think you can look at those, actually. I think someone has posted those. But Flea, interesting film, documentary, but it's animated. And
foreign language film. So it's up in 3 different categories.
Yeah, I know. And I actually think that has a chance at winning. I agree with you. I think it has a chance of winning Best Animated Film.
I don't think Flea will win Best Anim. I don't think Flea's going to win any of the awards, but I think that his short film will definitely win. But I think it's great that Flea got nominated in 3 different categories. I want to know if that's ever happened with a film before.
Probably not. It's up for Best Foreign Film.
It's up for Best Foreign. It's up for Best Animated, and it's up for Best Documentary. Which is crazy when you think about it.
Holy mackerel!
It's an animated documentary. I can't even talk today. Why can't I not say words?
I love that you said that. That's how my mom used to pronounce
DMTY.
Yes, DMTY. A doc. It's up for Best Doc. Have you seen Flea?
No, we haven't seen it yet.
I've never pretty good. That one. It's pretty good. I don't think it's best of any of those categories, because there's great films in those categories. But I think it definitely deserved to be nominated in each one of those categories.
Well, you never know who's going to win. You never know.
No, that's true. Well, I don't. But I think there are better films in all 3 of those categories. The best foreign language film category is a killer this year. There's some amazing things in that category.
Well, I think Drive My Car is probably the front runner. Probably. No, really. Okay.
Well, I think I said to you, I was dying to see that movie. I went to the movie theater, and I haven't been going anywhere, but I went to the movie theater because it was so important to me to see it. It is not the best foreign film.
It's supposed to be really long too.
Oh my, pack a lunch, and it's so long that the audience laughed at it and it's unneedlessly long. Wow. It's a good film, but it's unneedlessly long. It is just, there's a word I won't say, but it's that word. It starts with an M.
now I really want to see it.
Yeah.
So that's third on our list. Well, Shannon, we're out of time.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
Did we talk about anything besides films?
I don't think so. But we do have an important announcement that we want to announce, that the next Ed Talk is next week. Next Monday. Is it next Monday?
No.
Next Thursday.
It's in 10 days.
It's in 10 days.
On March 10th.
Don't listen to me. Listen to her. But it's exciting. It's we have the entire cast, not the entire cast, but the kids, and Joe Mantegna and Jason Katims from As We See It. They'll all be joining us for the Ed Talks, and we'll be talking about As We See It. And if you haven't seen As We See It, you should, because it's a great, great show. And Shannon, I know you're a big fan of the show.
I
Yeah.
absolutely am. I gave it an A in my rating system. But the one thing that I said to everybody is, don't just watch the first episode. Don't you dare do that. You've got to watch the whole thing. And once you watch the first 2 episodes, you'll be hooked and you will want to watch. But the first episode is hard.
And I have to say, we watched the first episode and then we kind of put it down. And I said, I don't know. And you said, no. Watch the rest of it. And we watched the rest of it. We couldn't stop watching it. It was so good.
And it does get
so
very
wonderful.
emotional too.
It's emotional. That
Beautiful.
first episode is hard to get through. And everybody has to grab a whoopee and get through it because you'll get to all the places that you want to. It's great. Please thank Jason Katims and the cast because it's remarkable.
And we're going to be live, so you can actually thank him too.
Well, I'll tune. I'm going to tune in. Okay. That one young man that I don't know. I'm not good with the names, but the one actor, I have said if he doesn't get nominated for an Emmy, somebody's going to have to hold my purse because I'm not going to be able to.
I think his name is Albert, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Emmy or somebody holds my purse.
Well, we're going to get ready because we're either going to celebrate or someone's going to be holding your purse.
Yes,
so
that's right.
Shannon, thank you so much for joining us.
We'll have to do a part 3.
We'll have to do a part 3. So
they're two small
we're
little
going to seesaw between your show and you're going to seesaw between our show. So thank you so much. And
thank you.
On Thursday, we're going to be talking and we'll see you soon. And on Thursday, we're going to be talking about this world we're living in, the difficult time we're having watching the news. The news, how do we deal with that? What does it do to us? What does it do to our psyches? You know, why is it so difficult today to watch the news every day? I'm having trouble with it. I know you are.
I've been having nightmares. Terrible.
So that's on Thursday. And until then, keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll see you.
Thank you, guys. See you Thursday.
Bye-bye.